You don't have clout? What type of sad man doesn't have clout? What, are you broke?
Boom. I'm not broke. I have over 600 followers on Instagram.
Sad.
Wait, can I broadcast on Share Factory?
No. Go to YouTube or Twitch.
Yeah, it only gives you YouTube or Twitch.
Share Factory is like only for making videos.
Oh, I can
Who the
broadcast.
fuck surrounded my base with berries? Oh my god.
Bro, you should have seen it earlier. Josh like cut half of them away, but it was like completely in a square
What happened
perimeter.
to my
just
fucking
around your
house? Why is there a big ass hole in the top?
It lets me broadcast YouTube, that's all I want.
Wait, what the hell happened?
Oh.
Listen here, niggas. Why is there a big ass hole in my fucking base?
Y'all guys didn't do that, right? Cause I didn't.
Boys, I'm about to start it.
No gives a fuck about your stream. I have a fucking hole in my roof.
Podcast
Nobody gives
number
a
1,
fuck
start
about your hole in your
broadcasting. You
roof.
ready?
Understandable. I get it. Never mind. I came off pretty rude. I'm sorry.
Good.
I need y'all to
Should I invite Chase to the podcast?
Yeah, dude.
No, invite him to the party so we can just talk shit on him.
No, I really don't want to.
No, put him on the stream. Broadcast is starting now.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video with you know me, Austin
hasn't started
Powers.
yet.
Oh.
Now it started.
Fuck you bitches, I'm a T-Rex.
Alright, welcome to the first ever podcast on my channel.
Rah rah,
Fuck you
nigga.
We
bitches, I'm a
have
T-Rex.
myself. We have, who's gonna go next? Who's gonna introduce himself?
I'm a dumbass.
I'll go
I'm
last.
about to start mine right now.
You can't start a podcast while I'm doing my podcast.
I'm gonna do
Okay,
it.
fine,
I'm
Jesus.
gonna do it. I already started.
Introduce
the stream.
yourself.
Alright, hello. My name is Alex.
Follow me on fucking Moist Enthusiast Instagram.
Well, there you heard it.
I like men.
So,
Oh shit.
well, that's one way to tell someone.
Fuck. No, delete that. Restart it. Restart it. End it.
Serious?
Nah, dog.
Fuck. Nah, but I'm a nigga, you know, and I'm just living the life.
Living nigga life, you
You
feel?
know, that's how it is sometimes. You gotta enjoy the love. Enjoy the
No.
life.
Why the fuck is this uneven? Oh my god. I come back to my house
So,
and you guys fuck it up.
what do y'all do for a living?
I actually work.
Suck dick.
That ass.
I suck dick for a living.
Bro, I make 50 bucks a day. So, if you want a sugar daddy, hit me up. You know.
Hey yo,
always free.
what's up, my guy? I'm down the clown. You know what I mean?
I don't fuck with clown niggas.
Joke's on you. I'ma use that red
Damn.
nose.
Jokes on
You know that's how I like it.
Wait.
I like him with that red nose. So, how y'all been?
Moist.
I'm good.
How's summer been? Y'all having fun? Out of school?
Lasagna.
Summer.
Dick
I'm like a
cheese.
camp counselor.
Dick cheese. Dick cheese.
Camp?
Dick
Who the
cheese.
fuck goes to camp?
Dick cheese.
I've never been to fucking
cheese.
camp in my life.
Oh my god, dude.
Dick
Some
cheese.
fucking nerds go to camp. You're a
You know
fucking
what?
nerd.
Okay.
I'm going to England. Okay? Fuck you. And then I'm gonna go to New York after that. So, fuck you.
Damn. Are you trying to flex
Hey
on us?
boys, let's
You
go.
gonna
We
fuck
started
everybody?
started the podcast.
I told you not to start a podcast while I'm podcasting.
It's alright, bro. I already started it.
Podcast.
Let's go.
podcast.
Let's go.
Come on,
Who has
you
the
know what
best
a
podcast?
podcast is, right?
Yeah, podcast is where you just sit and talk.
Exactly.
But you're playing
That's
Minecraft.
why it's one podcast at a time. Because if you got multiple going on, then it's
Hey
just
guys,
awkward.
make sure you subscribe to Furious on YouTube. I'm desperate, lonely, and
Subscribe to
looking
my
for,
Pornhub account.
a
I make
mans.
compilations.
Do you really?
And then
No, what the hell? Fucking have better things to do with my life.
That's sad.
He said, "Do you really? Because I might have checked one of your videos out."
Fuck.
Here, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's ma'am.
Yeah, this is not a
It's
podcast, Jeremiah. You literally call it late night Minecraft with boys.
Is that a
Yeah.
fucking turtle? Die!
With B-boy.
Call it late night Minecraft with boys.
Okay. I don't want to hear fucking that nigga's sexy ass voice. Okay.
That
was me,
dog. Thank you.
That was me.
I know.
I know.
You don't think I fucking know?
Hey, can you dig this out a little bit? Here. I'm gonna go collect some materials.
Yeah, so right now they're all playing
Which way do you
Minecraft.
want me to dig it out?
I'll get more prepared for a
4
podcast
more.
in the future, but for now, I just
One
wanted
more?
to supplement
4.
to see how it goes.
4.
Is anyone even
So,
fucking
what's-
joining?
Actually, give me
Just
one of
talking
those
to fucking
pickaxes.
no one.
What's
since
the
you have
worst time? What's the worst experience
Give me
with
one of those
drugs you guys have
pickaxes.
ever had?
Oh my god, I just had one. Let me tell a fucking story real quick.
Okay, I'll
So-
tell you
Oh,
one
wait, you need a
afterwards.
pickaxe?
Yeah.
Alright, so I was like a frequently like weed smoker. I'd smoke weed like every day. And like I smoked weed at like the park, and then I went home and I forgot I was at my house. I thought I was at my friend's house. I started smoking like 2 blunts, and then my mom came home and she whooped the shit out of me. Like my mom's white and she fucking beat me like she was black. Like she came in my room with a fucking spiked belt. Like, who? That's fucking abuse. Like, I know I was smoking weed, but like, oh my god. And then, like, I don't even remember half of it. I just remember coming home and then my mom walking in. She's like, "Are you fucking serious?" And I was like, "What? What's wrong? What? Why are you tripping?" And then she fucking beat the shit out of me. And then I just remember going to sleep, and I remember waking up to another ass whooping. It's fucking horrible.
Alright, anyways, my story. I accidentally ate gummy bear edibles in 7th grade. Now,
Those are
That's it. What a story.
no. Because then I was like, that's pretty much it.
Wow.
He tried to spice things up a little bit, but just failed.
Oh, I have another one on my
Okay,
my
so-
birthday. All right, you go next. I already went. I'll re-go.
Alright, so I have a story. It's not about me, but it's about my friend though. So my friend, he likes weed a lot. I'm not gonna lie. And my friend, he got a piece of an edible. It was like a waffle, right? And someone gave it to him at school, and he took it in the morning as breakfast. And I was like, "You're retarded." He's like, "Nah, man, this is gonna be amazing." And I'm like, "Dude, someone's gonna catch you," and I'm gonna laugh. What's it called? Long story short, he got suspended, but how it happened is we were in science class, and I have science class with him. It was our 3rd hour. He was still, the edible was kind of sinking in, and the teacher walks up to him. He said, "All right, what's the atomic number for iron?" And I kid you not, this nigga looked down at his fingers and started counting. I was like, I had to tell
What is
him.
the atomic number for
I
that?
don't
Isn't it
remember.
like
It was like
one
a. I
something?
don't know. Yeah, I forgot. But I'm like, I told him it because I looked at the periodic table that was like right in front of him, and I'm like, "Bro, it's this one." He's like, "Oh, okay." And then he looked at the teacher like so retardedly that the teacher's all like, "Are you high?" And he's like, "Huh?" I was just like,
He said, huh?
he got sent to
Say
the
it again.
principal's office.
Come again.
You want to run
That's
that by
how it
me
is,
again?
though. I don't think you guys are like. I don't know if you guys ever been high, but like you don't think right. Like you'll be looking at something and like fucking 30 things are going on in your mind.
You'll see a
and then
dragon flying
and then you
across,
go
but
to-
you're like,
Dude, and you fucking think it's a real dragon. Like, you trip so hard. Especially for, like, what you take. And, like, I don't know how bad his edibles were, but edibles are pretty bad. They'll get you so fucked up.
Yeah, mine was, I think mine was like a 10 gram. It wasn't crazy bad, but it was something.
So, my friend Chris, like, his mom's a pothead. He gets, like, all his edibles from her. And he gave me a 200 milligram fucking edible.
Oh.
And, yo, he gave me 2 of them. He gave me one in the morning at like 9, and then I was like, I don't feel anything. Give me another one. And I was in fucking. It was my birthday.
That's how they always
and
go
like, since
bad.
he gave it to me since it was my birthday, and then I was like, I don't feel anything. Give me another. I took 3. And then in science,
That's 600. That's 600.
In science, so like it started kicking in right as soon as I walked to science, and No, it started kicking in math. Now that I remember, I got done with, we had a test, and I got done with my test, and I put my head down to sleep, and I was tweaking so hard. Everything was going through my mind, and like, out of nowhere, I'd randomly
He had
move a
murder on
fucking
his mind.
body part. Like, I just randomly move, and I'm like, what the hell's wrong with me? And my fucking math teacher was sitting in the desk in front of me, and I was imagining myself on a roof playing football, and I jumped off the roof to catch the ball, and right before I hit the ground, I started fucking shaking. Like, I started shaking my whole desk, my whole, like, ass, like, everything. Like, everything was fucking shaking. And I lifted on my head, and my eyes were so red, and my neighbor, he was like tapping on my shoulder, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine."
What's going on?
And then I went to science, and I just slept the whole fucking way through. I couldn't even function right.
Bro.
I couldn't even speak.
So, I got a story for you. One time I was asleep in English, and my teacher's pretty cool though, dude. I love my English teacher. Like, she's like probably the coolest teacher I've ever had in my
Miss
school
Robinson?
life. No, Miss Edgman.
Oh.
Miss Edgman is a god, bro. Anyways, so she usually lets me sleep in class, like no cap. Like, if I have all my work done, she'll just let me go to sleep. But like, and that's usually that time that I like fall asleep because I'm just done with school. But like, I was in a kind of in a deep sleep, right? And I had a dream that I forgot what the dream was, but long story short, there was I like in the dream there was like a spider crawling on my arm, and she wanted to wake me up. So you know what she did? This woman, this woman had the audacity to come up to me.
You told me
and,
this.
And this woman had the audacity to come up to me and rub her like 2 fingernails just ever so slightly on me, so it gave me that like little tickle sensation. And keep in mind, I'm having a spider I'm like in the dream I'm having a spider crawl on my arm, right? So this literally feels like it's happening at this moment. I kid you not, I almost punched her, bro. I got up so fast, I immediately just went into like attack mode, and I almost punched her. And like my friend sitting across from me, he's like, "Yo, don't punch Miss Edgman, bro." And she kind of like jumped back to like dodge if I did throw, but like I was like, "Oh my god, did that just happen?" I got so scared.
Nigga said, "Bah." He
He
pulled a purple minion.
Oh my god. Yo, I kid you not, that's exactly what happened, bro. I think like my heart skipped a beat. Like, that's how fast I jumped.
Bro,
Like,
I hate when that happens. You'll just be standing and then something will happen and you'll be like,
yeah, like it scared the crap out of me, bro.
You know what scared the fuck out of me? Like
So
5
ever
minutes
since
ago?
then, wake me up when I'm sleeping, and if she does, she usually like pats me or like she doesn't rub her fingers on my arm.
oh god, that's gotta be
low-key
weird. A teacher just walking
She's
up
all
and
like breathing on your neck.
wake up. Ugh.
Bro, that was a little creepiest thing that like happened.
Jeremiah.
Wow.
Jeremiah.
What?
Should I I have two options. So this area is gonna be my potion area, and I'm thinking, should I have one giant potion system that makes everything, but only makes like 3 at a time, or should I have
Yes.
individual ones that like make a singular type of potion?
No, a giant one, because I think that would just look 10 times better. Even though it might produce a little at a time, that's gonna look like a mad scientist lab, and I'm pretty sure it'll look amazing.
Oh, you want a mad scientist lab? I can do that. I can make it look real funky.
Real
Y'all ever
funky.
been to like those, not those like normal just birthday parties, but like those high level like college parties?
Yeah, I just went to one last week.
Those things, they go in. Those rave parties, it's just.
I went to one, and I kid you not, this fucking nigga was hanging off the fucking lamp. Or a fucking ceiling fan. A fucking ceiling fan. And I was like, that shit's gonna break. That shit did not break. I was so surprised. It's like a fucking... Well, he was a fucking scrawny ass kid. He was on it, and he was just fucking swinging back and forth, and I was like, oh my god. That's fucking epic.
That's epic, dude.
Bro.
Fucking Christ. I think
so cool.
Aw. No. But there was at my school there was an end of the year party, and I went to that, and I regret going to that, bro. That shit was so gay.
Bro, the
Bro,
8th
most
grade
end of the year
formal,
parties
bro, we
are
had an
so
8th grade
good.
formal. Bro,
Yeah,
that shit
I
was,
had
that
one.
went in because, like, there was, like, someone formed a circle, you know, like a cipher, whatever it's called. And, like, I kid you not, like, the 3 girls were, like, grinding on, like, some kids, and the security guard came in and, like, pulled on the kids' hoodies and just dragged. Hilarious.
Was
Bro,
it John?
Yes, it was John.
Bro, John
Yeah,
is the
John.
man.
John and Mr. Contreras got in there and just, like, dragged them out.
Man
took
with
him
a
out of the party.
plan. Everyone join my podcast and give it a like so it gets more recommendations.
$5.
$5.
Wow.
You think we're joking, bitch? $5.
You guys go to school parties?
Sometimes.
I only go
only-
there if a girl invites me.
Same.
I only go to like I only go to the ones that the 7th graders aren't in.
You guys gotta go to the fucking house parties.
Bro, we don't have
No.
a house party.
Fun.
If you
Yeah,
go
I'm
to a
with you on
rave
that. I don't
party,
fuck with
you will get
Sebbies.
up, dude.
Well,
like,
I don't
you
really-
will-
Rave parties are fucking straight druggies. They like
Bro.
all they do is just get fucking high and rave.
I mean, isn't
No,
that
so
what you would want
I'm
to
a
do?
drama kid, so you know I was in a play, and after each play we have our little parties. And this year we went to IHOP after every party, and with the boys that would take me to IHOP, they would go there and they'd start driving, and they'd pick up their wax pen and just. I was like,
I hate wax pens.
This is not safe.
Like
It's nuts.
nigga said, I feel comfortable. You guys are
Bro,
doing
everyone
drugs.
in the car was puffing, except for me.
Bro,
He said,
I hate wax pens. I don't. Like, compared to like fucking weed, I hate wax pens. That shit's so garbage. Like, I mean, if I
You know
have
what
if I don't have any weed, I'll hit a wax pen, yeah. But if I have weed instead of a wax pen, I'm not gonna hit that weak ass shit. Like, wax pens just get you buzzed. That's all they do. Although, one recommendation I give to you niggas: do not ever hit a fat hit of a wax pen before gym. I did that fucking. It was before I ran the mile. We were running the mile that day. Dude, I got 15 minutes, and I usually get like 8 minutes. Coach was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, bro, I'm fine." So fucking
Nah, bro.
bad.
What was I saying? No, PE. We don't have to do that. All we do is we just like the longest we run is I think like the 80-yard dash.
Fucking nothing.
Bro, what's it
No, it's
called?
the oval. Running around all the baseball and
back to the
softball
friend
fields.
that got suspended with the waffle edible and counting his fingers to find an atomic number. So So, what's it called? Someone gave him another edible, but this time it was like a gummy bear, and he was about to like eat it in the bathroom because I don't know why, but like we all sit together at lunch, and then like when we're done, we all go in the bathroom just like mess around, and kid you not, every time we go in there, some weird shit goes down. Jordan had to flush the edible because John walked in and he literally was like in the bathroom about to pop it in his mouth, and he slammed the stall door and just like flushed it down the toilet.
Bro, I would
funny.
have eaten that. I would have eaten that shit.
Swallow it whole. Don't even chew.
Oh yeah, by the way, right, the last day of school, we went to the lunch bathroom and we silly stringed the entire place.
Oh, okay. You think that's bad? I broke the fucking roof to my bathroom.
You think
know
that's bad? I took the urinal off the wall.
I shit in the urinal.
You think that's bad? Ooh, you don't even know what I did, bro. Dude, I did something so bad.
He didn't.
Like, I'm a
He
bad
didn't
boy.
flush.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
No,
You're gonna give me a heart attack. Please tell me that's not you.
I didn't wipe.
Oh
That's your own personal safety, my nigga. You got gonorrhea.
Pulls down his pants. It's just fucking black.
Just a rash.
god.
Oh my god.
It's all fucking
It's all
purple.
moldy and shit.
Oh, oh god.
He eats it for his late night snack.
Oh,
Nigga said my Cheez-Its are too far.
damn.
Mm.
Bro.
What was that pop?
I heard that too.
Yeah. No, what's it called? What was I gonna say? Okay, so funny story. As we're talking about this, some kid like in my math class like went to go take a shit, and I kid you not, he ran out of toilet. But there's no toilet paper in the bathroom, and you could hear him screaming down the hallway, "Help! I don't have toilet paper!" And I swear to God, one of my friends went down there to. My friends went there to check, and like John, the security guard, like came in, like escorted him in the classroom, and like he felt like so embarrassed. I could see it. Like he got so red, and John's all like, "Yeah, he was screaming down the hallway. He didn't have toilet paper." I was like, "Oh my God!" John just called this kid out, and I was like, "Oh."
So imagine taking the fattest shit. Like it's just liquid pouring out your asshole, and then you go for toilet paper and it's just not there. So
Oh,
bro, that's when you
what
use,
it does
you know,
is
like the empty
it's
roll?
explosive. So when it
You know, like just
when
the
it
cardboard?
lands in the toilet, it just bounces and splashes all over your ass cheeks. So there is just shit all
That's when you,
over your
dude,
cheeks.
you make a painting on the wall.
Yeah.
Imagine what you'd be like.
So,
Somebody help!
I don't know about your bathrooms, but my bathrooms have panels up on the top, and you can lift them up and get inside them.
Yeah.
And I lifted that up, and I got up there by like fucking climbing, and I put the panel back, and I was just sitting up there, and everything was cool. And I was ditching 7th hour because I didn't want to fucking go to gym with like 4 people, and they were all in each stall. And this kid Andrew was right fucking below me, and I sit down, and I like all you fucking hear is. And you just see this fucking bar I was sitting on just fucking dent, and every fucking single panel up there came down and just hit everyone in the bathroom. The fucking bar broke, and I came falling down through the fucking panel, and I hit my ass on the toilet. It's like 10 feet in the air. I fucking crippled myself. And all of them were trying to get out of the stalls before every fucking panel came down, and all you hear is, "Oh shit!" And I came sledding down with a fucking panel in my fucking ass. Like it was so bad. And it was even worse because we were ditching, and it was so fucking loud. Like I don't know how we didn't get caught, but we didn't get caught.
That's crazy.
Yo.
I have a video. Well, I don't have I got a new phone, but I can text my friend Chris to get it for me. It's fucking. I don't have a video of me falling, but I have a fucking video of the fucking aftermath.
Bro,
Fucking
just
scary.
I can imagine just every panel just falling like a ripple in a pond. Just
What you don't like understand is like the fucking panel was so high up in the air, and like I just fell so far on my ass, and it hurt so bad. Like, my actual asshole fucking was bruised.
Oh my god.
Y'all ever gotten a fish hook stuck in your eye?
I got one stuck in my
Fuck
like,
it, I'll
shoulder.
see where this goes.
bro, I swear to God, I was 5. All right,
He
this
said,
happened
fuck
when
it,
I
I'll
was
see
5.
where this goes.
Dude, I was 5 years old. All right, we were in the garage. I was with my grandpa, and I found my like old fishing rod because we hadn't gone fishing in a while, and it was like a Lightning McQueen fishing rod, and I was hyped to use it, and I was swinging it around the garage, and what I didn't realize is that the hook was on it,
Autism.
and like I'm swinging this bitch around like a lasso, right, and all of a sudden I just hear my grandpa go, "Oh!" I'm like, okay, keep in mind, I'm 5 years old. This scared the hell out of me. To hear my grandpa just scream in such agony, I dropped the fishing pole and ran out the garage. And I come back.
Fuck you, Grandpa.
I ran out, bro, and I come back and I'm like, "What happened? You scared me." And he's like, "You fish hooked me." I was like, "Oh."
I was hoping you'd say, my fucking eye! Some shit like
No,
that.
I caught him.
I was,
No, I caught him like in one of the like old little skin flaps, bro. It was, it was nasty.
No, so I was I think it was like 7 or something, and I was at Candy Lake with my grandma and my
I love that
brothers,
fucking lake.
and I was walking down the front of the beach. You know, I was trying to go find a good fishing spot, and I'm just like, just minding my own business, and then my brother, he starts swinging his pole around like a tornado, and I'm like, whatever, I don't really care, so I kept walking.
Okay.
Catches my eyelid, and I was like,
Oh my god!
Oh shit.
hey, I was like, please, please. They had the ambulance come and get me, and when they did it, they took it out of my eyelid and said, boy, you want this? I said, no, get that away from me. I was terrified.
May I ask, where's the nether portal?
Me?
Oh, it's at your house? Alright.
It's beyond my pickle
go-
pool.
Alright, I'm just gonna
I'll be in the
go
pickle
get
pool.
some
No,
levels for
stay
nether-
away from my pickle pool.
I'm gonna piss in your pickle pool.
No!
Don't
Make
piss in my
pickle
pickle
juice.
pool, that's kind of weird.
Make some pickles. Why do you have so many maps?
Don't worry about that.
He has to find the public playground. Leave him alone.
Okay, buddy. He has to find the kiddie pool.
What has been the most painful thing you've ever went through?
Emotionally or physically?
Physically. Because no one cares about emotions.
Oh. Okay.
Let me think about
Jeremiah,
this
you
one.
first.
Let me think. Alright, just keep moving. I need to think.
Yeah, I want to think about this.
Nigga really don't remember my name.
Your name is
let's
Andrew
see.
Holloway.
Alright, I got one. Alright, so this wasn't really like the physical, like it was, but like what happened was that it hurt like physically and emotionally too, because like I got scared
about
when it
emotions.
happened too. No, I got like legit like scared that I was about to die. Right, like I was on the verge of tears, but like it didn't happen. Right, so this is a story of how
Hold up, before you start, hold on.
yeah.
Where's your fucking nether portal?
Oh, come with me.
Alright, go ahead.
So this is a story of how I got the wind knocked out of me for my very first time.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Alright,
Thank you.
so
That's painful.
so me and my friends were dicking around, and so basically how it leads up is that we there was a lot of lizards in our neighborhood, and we loved to catch those. And my friend, he had a giant aquarium tank, and we just like oh, excuse me.
Herded them up and had them battle to the death.
Yeah, no, we put them all in the same tank. We had like 20 lizards in the one tank.
I'm gonna head over to your house.
So one day we're out looking for them, right? And we'd be climbing this tree, and we're next to a wall. And this wall is the back of our neighborhood. And behind our neighborhood is like this little mini mart, kind of like Circle K, you know, gas stations, a tire shop, all those like essential things, right?
Fuck
So,
off, gassed.
So we're sitting there, and we look over the wall, and right behind the wall is the tire shop. And there's like a big desert kind of area, just like an empty lot, like right next to the tire shop. And they had 3 giant monster truck tires there. And me and my friends, I think we all like clicked and had the same exact idea.
Go steal them.
And that
Put up
was
their
to
ass.
that was to go just mess around with these giant tires, right? So they were all 3 different sizes, going from largest to shortest, right? And we stacked them on top of each other, biggest at the bottom, smallest at the top, and we used it as kind of like a base, because the way it was like shaped, it was perfect, and the tires were huge. We could fit all like 5 of us in them at the same time, right? And we're like, yo, and we put a fire at the bottom of this, and we had a stupid idea, and it was to put like a piece of plywood on top of it and have someone sit on it, and then see who can survive being smoked out the longest in the tire while the fire was going. And I don't know, this doesn't really like tie in with this like the story. It's just important for you to know, because it was just something autistic me and my friends thought of. So later, I think we came back the next day, and we're like, all right, let's not do that again, because that was a bad idea, because I'm pretty sure one of us had asthma, and they had an asthma attack when they did it. But
Fucking nigga can't breathe right. Fucking stupid.
Fucking idiot. That's his
So-
fault.
Fucking idiot can't even breathe.
So we're like, all right, we gotta figure out something to do with these tires. And my friend, he's all like, what if we roll around in them, you know, like put someone in one and just like start pushing one of them? Yeah, right? So we get like the medium-sized one, because medium-sized one was like the perfect size for one person just to like roll around in, right? So we start rolling around in it, and we're having a great time. And then we're like, you know what, we're getting dizzy. What if we do like one of those like little cartoon things where they stand on top of them and start running, and they just start spinning, right? So we're like, we get the biggest tire, right? The huge one. This thing is like 8 foot,
Taller than
right?
me?
It's like
Taller than
8
me?
foot. Yeah, bro. This thing is like 8 feet tall, right? And so obviously none of us can like get on it. So we had a great idea. That was to start rolling the tires at such a fast pace that all we had to do was just
Jump.
no. That all we had to do was just stick our fingers in the little grooves, and it would just lift us to the top like an elevator, bro. It was dope. And so we get on top finally, and I'm on there like with my friend, and we're rolling around, and I don't know what happened. I forgot what happened, but like I think so. We stopped for a second, and so we're standing on this like 8-foot tire, and we're chilling at the top of it, like feeling like kings, right? And then all of a sudden he accidentally like slips and like moves the tire, and I trip and I fall off this 8-foot tire and land directly on my back, and I got the wind knocked out of me so hard.
That sucks.
I was literally just sitting there just
Ew.
Sound like a whole ass sonar pulse.
Fuck. Hold on. How the fuck are you making that noise?
and I was just sitting there, and I was like, dude, I was like I was almost about to cry, and I was like, bro, what's happened to me? I'm dying, bro. And my friend's like, relax, you just got the wind knocked out of you, alright? And I'm like, what is that? I was like, what is that? What is that? And he's like, just breathe. I was like, bro, that was probably the most scariest and painful thing I ever went through. Mainly because I fell off an 8-foot tire and landed on a bunch of rocks.
Oh.
And so my back was like, I had a bunch of bruises for like a week. But
No, but you don't understand. The first time I ever got the wind knocked out of me was the first time I ever played tackle football. Have any of you like ever played tackle football?
I played
I
tackle
stay away
football.
from
I still
sports.
play
I
tackle
did.
football.
I did.
I've been playing
Bro,
for 7 years.
I was playing and we were doing our drills because this was my first ever tackle season, so keep in mind. And I was like, how do I stand when I do this? Because they never gave me instructions on how to stand against someone that's running directly at you. So there's this man, probably like twice the amount of muscle of me, 200 pounds, running full force, probably 15 miles an hour. And I'm standing there, how do I do this? Okay, I got this. And I stand there looking like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, but Patrick Star. Like, not able to bend myself, so I'm standing there out in the open looking like a target, and the man just comes running at me. He probably sent me 3 feet in the air, and I land on my back, and I could not breathe for like 10 seconds. I was like,
My nigga said,
Bro, I remember the first time I got like absolutely trucked, and that was when we were doing Ring Around the Rosie, and I didn't really know how to tackle because it was like my first year, and so my immediate reaction was to kind of like stand there and kind of like huddle myself in like a ball, and so I kind of like stood there. I stopped, right? Bracing for impact. I didn't keep running, right? I stopped dead in my tracks in the middle of it and just I just sat there, and this man absolutely trucked me, sent me flying. I probably slided on the ground for a solid 2-3 feet, and like I stood there, and I remember like I opened. So when I
opened my
used to
eyes and I saw Jesus.
what I used to do is I used to close my eyes when I hit somebody because I don't know, it's just like, you know, a flinch, right? So I remember like closing my eyes and bracing for impact, and I opened my eyes ever so slightly and I see him like 2 feet in front of me, and so my immediate reaction was to put my hand in front of my face, and my fingers got squished in my face guard, in between his face guard, and keep in mind he sent me flying, right? So the impact between my fingers, or between my face guard and his face guard, and my fingers in between them, like, hurt.
How did that not break them?
I don't know. I've never broken a bone in my life. I hope you know that.
Yeah,
I've
same
never
here, same
broken
here.
a bone.
broke my
Yeah.
nose.
And
I
don't
almost
know
broke my
how.
nose trying to do a front flip into a pool once.
I did the same thing, but onto a bed.
onto a bed.
No,
I
I
got my
tried to-
kitchen chair, and I was like 6 years old. I put that shit down, and I was like, flip, flip, and I fucking kneed myself so hard in the face. I fucking broke my nose.
I remember I used to be able to do like backflips, and then the only reason I stopped was because one time I did it, but I landed like in a ball, and my knees were like right next to my face, and I almost knocked my tooth out with my knee. Like, like it hurt so bad. Like my knee was bleeding because I kind of like bit my knee, bro.
No, bro, so what happened was I would always do front flips going into the pool. I'd get on the roof, I'd do front flips, get on the roof, do back flips. I'd just run and do front flips and back flips all the time. It was so much fun. But one time, I said, what happens when I jump away from the concrete towards the pool? Because the concrete from the pool to, like, the grass in the backyard was, like, a solid 2.5, 3 feet. And I'm, like, 6 years old. So I go, I'm like, oh, yes, this front flip is gonna be amazing. So I go to do the front flip, and I smash my head. Face looked like a plum. I was like, oh god. It was painful.
Bro, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so My cousin punched my tooth out one time. It was pretty funny.
My nigga, that's a good cousin.
Yeah, I don't know if
So
that's
I'm gonna
funny.
die. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna leave
okay,
the
here's the here's the other thing
Can
though.
you do me a favor and
my
reset the
cousin's a
nether?
girl.
Yeah, no.
So I had a loose tooth on like the side of my jaw, and my cousin and I were like messing around, and she goes to like punch me in the chin,
A she?
and yes, it's a she, and she goes to punch me on the chin,
My
and
cousin
it wasn't
punch
even a
out.
hard hit. I guess just like my tooth was so loose that like she punched it. I didn't even hear or feel anything, but all I felt was just the tooth rattling in my mouth, and I was like, wait a second, there's something in there that shouldn't be. And I like opened my mouth and spit a tooth out. I was like, me and my cousin just stood there in shock, like,
This
okay.
got totally off task to what the original thing was. It was the most painful experience, and then we got into football hits and now knocking out a tooth.
Ooh,
I mean,
can I go
football
about my
can be
painful
pretty painful.
experience?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. When I was high or when I was not?
When you were.
I don't really
When you were
remember
high.
anything. All I
Wait,
remember
wait.
was
Tell us about your first like trip, alright?
my first trip.
Yes.
You guys really want to hear this? This shit's embarrassing.
Fucking say it, or you'll never be on my podcast again.
Alright, so basically, I never smoked weed. I was acting like I had, because I was like, oh, I'm cool. I smoked weed before, yeah. They hand me the fucking pipe, and I was like, how does this work? Like, and I was like, I don't know what to do, and they were like, what do you mean? You smoked before, haven't you? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, then do it, and I was like, okay. I did it so fucking wrong, like, and I feel so stupid now that I know. But they finally showed me. They were like, "Look at here, fucking retard!" Like this. I was like, "Oh, my bad." And then, so I take one hit and I go. I breathe in 3 times, 3 fucking times, and I exhale and I'm like, I'm over there dying. I'm fucking dying. And keep in mind, this is in like a canal. And we're just fucking sitting there like drug addicts, and I'm like, and they're like, "Are you good?" And I was like, "Yeah, man." And I get done. I finally catch my breath. I get 4 more hits, and then I'm like, "All right, I gotta go home. Peace." And I was like, "This shit wasn't even worth it. I paid him $20, and I don't even feel high." I'm walking home down this canal, and holy fucking shit. I just remember some biker dude was coming by me. I almost fucking fell in the canal. Cause, like, I was trying to back up, and I just fucking step on a rock and almost fall. And the guy was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine, dude." And he was like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Your eyes are red." And I was like, "They are?" And he was like, "Yeah, what's wrong?" And I was like, "Oh, I went swimming." He's like, "Oh, alright." And I was probably about like 3 or 4 miles home, or away from my house.
3 or 4 miles.
I fucking kid you not, there was a corner store. No, it was a it was a Subway. No, a Safeway, that's what it fucking was. There was and I was like, yo, I have $20 on me. I'm gonna go buy a fucking bag of chips. I'm hungry. Guess what I fucking buy?
Chips.
Yeah, no, whoever
Buys
can
a hot
guess.
dog.
Whoever can
Buy a
guess
full-on
correctly.
sub.
No, you
it's
buy
Safeway.
Safeway. All right, you bought like a pack of turkey.
All right. What's the next
Went
one?
to the
Say?
back, bought a block of cheese.
All right. What does the other guy say?
Nigga walked out with a haircut.
You walked out with nothing.
I walked out with a fucking 2 gallons of ice cream. And I at the register, I was like, "Can I have a plastic spoon?" And they were like, we're not a restaurant." And I was like, "How do I eat this?" And they were like, "I don't know." And I was like, "What the fuck?" So I'm walking the street, fucking one ice cream around my
plastic spoon.
one ice cream around my shoulder, one in my hand, and I'm eating it with my finger. And I was like, fuck, where am I? I don't know where I am. I checked my fucking GPS and how far I am from my house. Fucking 6 miles. And I was like, I went away from my house. And I was like, at the time I was like, I'm not even tripping. I'm not even fucking, no, nothing's affecting me. And I'm walking to my house. It felt like fucking hours. Like, it felt like so long. It felt like a whole ass day. And the whole time I'm walking, I'm tripping. Like I said when I was telling that other story, you just have like a million things running through your head at once. I would look at a fucking bus and I would think about some whack ass shit. I got thought about fucking Cars 3. And I was like, I'm like, that car's talking to me. That car's talking to me. Like, what do I do? And at one point, I got so fucking scared. I got so fucking scared. I literally just sat there on the side of the road eating my fucking ice cream for about an hour. And my mom works night shifts, so my mom, like, she didn't know I got hired, or like, she didn't even know I left the house. So she was gonna get home at like 2. I checked my fucking phone. It was like 11, and I was like, what the fuck? I smoked at 6. At fucking 6. Where am I? And then I was like, I gotta snap out of it. And I kid you not, I go over to this fucking pond at these apartments and I stick my head in it. Like a fucking crackhead. And I move my head around. And I'm like, alright. And I start walking home. I get home at like fucking 12:30. And I immediately go up. I take a shower. Don't fucking take a shower when you're high. And you know me, I'm fucking retarded. I'm playing music and I'm vibing to it. I'm singing it. I'm like dancing and shit. I start jumping up and I fucking slip and eat ass. I like kind of knocked the wind out of me, but I kind of fell on my cheeks. And I'm just sitting there in the shower, fucking hot ass water spraying on me, and I'm just like, oh. And then, you know what's funny? I just laid there for like a whole ass hour, but I wasn't fucking moving, but I was mouthing the words. I wasn't even saying anything. I would just fucking move my mouth to the lyrics. And then I finally, like, I felt like I was moving, but I wasn't moving. And I was just like, something's wrong. They put like fucking meth in that shit. And then I finally like felt my fingers moving, and I finally felt my hand moving.
Why did you
Where were you?
disrupt this story?
This masterpiece.
Where were you?
Wait,
Oh my god! Where did you come from? What the hell?
Where were you?
I've been listening this entire time.
Were you near my house?
Yes. I was killing a
I
skeleton.
totally forgot this woman was here.
No, it's
Oh
all
my
your
god,
parents'
all
fault.
my stuff!
This is all your parents' fault.
Oh, God.
Because for like
My
a
favorite
solid
part about
10
that story
for a solid
was-
10 minutes, your parent was making creeper noises.
Can I get a plastic spoon?
Bro, holy
Bro,
shit.
I
You
fucking thought it was a
destroyed the
restaurant.
ground, but
I'm
you
dead
didn't
ass.
destroy anything else.
The guy looked at me and he was like fucking in high school or some shit, and he was like, we don't have plastic spoons. And I was like, why are you giving ice cream out? And he was like, to buy at home. And he was like, I was like, oh yeah, my bad. And I was like, but can I still get a plastic spoon? And he was like, listen, we don't sell plastic spoons. Well, we do in packages, but you can go buy some, but just go home and get a spoon. I was like, alright, thanks, man. And as I was walking away, I was like, fucking dick. And then the guy was like, leave my fucking store now. And I was like, I'm leaving, chill. Oh my god. And then, yeah, basically that.
Wait, everyone. We haven't heard from the one woman that hasn't spoke through this entire podcast. Tell us a story.
No. My favorite part about this was where he's all like, how am I gonna eat this?
For real, though.
You have plastic spoons? No. Then how am I gonna eat this?
Yeah, but the plastic spoons part got me.
Oh, that's funny.
Alright, now, Miss Mysterious, what's some story?
Her name's Cooch Stank.
Stank.
Cooch stank at your service.
It's kind of depressing, but like, I don't know. Give me a second.
You're about to get eaten out and the dude threw up.
It's way more depressing, but like, okay.
Dude, no. It's a fucking funnel, bro. He was like, he was lips. He was
My
lips in. He was
My
lips
man
in.
threw up in your pussy.
Bro, she can't get
He's
that
like,
stank out her face.
Make a green baby, bro.
Yo.
Oh god.
That's how Shrek was born, my nigga.
Nah, it was Hulk, nigga.
Oh no.
It's not that. So.
She said that was a different.
Do you have
time.
any plastic spoons?
Hey, leave my high ass alone. I didn't know what to
Okay,
do.
so it's actually pretty recent. But so in November, yeah. So I was going to my grandma's house for birthday, and we stopped, and I was asleep. Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Hey, shut up. Listen.
So I'm just tell you that it's kind of depressing, but so.
You said that like fucking 5 times. Just tell the story.
Okay, so I'm asleep and my brother and my mom are awake and we stop, but there's a like a U-Haul truck, like the moving company. It hits us at 85 miles, rear-ends us.
Oh shit.
And,
Wait, what? You were in a car crash?
My nigga said, what is happening?
and so I was behind the driver's seat and I broke my femur, my ulna, and shattered my kneecap.
Oh.
Bro,
My
she
mom
crippled.
broke some ribs. I was, but you know,
Oh shit.
she's gonna walk again. And then my brother was actually perfectly fine, and
Fuck
my
that
dad,
nigga.
he wasn't in there, like he was in the car. But my
Didn't
mom
even protect
broke
his own
a few
sister.
ribs and some vertebrae and all that. So then we went to the hospital, and that was great.
Hey, you need to stop right there. I need to go
Yeah,
take a
that was-
fat piss.
This
I'll
is
be right
not
back.
really a good story.
I told
I'm
you
gonna
it was
fucking die. I'm gonna
depressing.
fucking
What are
die.
you
I'm
saying?
gonna fucking die.
It's not depressing, it's just boring. There's no like action or funniness.
She
know,
got
it's just
hit by
fucking-
a
I fucking
fucking
broke-
car.
I broke my fucking leg. Yeah, basically.
Shattered my kneecap and broke my femur.
The bitch got hit by a fucking car, dicks.
Yeah, well, you gotta make it sound funny. This
Wait,
man.
I
didn't-
forgot the whole ass.
Yeah, you did.
This
You
man
did
said-
do that.
Can I get a plastic spoon?
Can I
Wait,
get a
you-
plastic spoon?
Wait, I forgot it was supposed to be the worst pain you've ever felt. I didn't fucking feel pain in that story at all. Well, except for
Yeah,
fucking
you did.
eating
You felt
ass
the
in
pain
the
of not getting
bathroom.
a freaking, not getting a freaking spoon.
My man's out here with his fucking whole car crash. My painful story is a fucking bicycle mess.
My nigga's a spoon.
Little spoons up in the house.
I was like, what do you mean?
Wait, where did Jeremiah just go?
Well, I do gotta say, when I was outside the car, like they were like, we're
Stepped
getting you out,"
outside.
and I was like,
I
was
think I
like,
shattered my kneecap.
No, like no. So I was sitting, I was like, cause I don't really know what happened. So I woke up and there was a guy there who was like, "We're getting you out," and I'm like, "Get me the fuck out of this car, you bitch!" And I'm like, I
Damn.
was like,
on,
he
God,
was
why
like,
you be so
"Oh, like, calm
aggressive?"
down." And I was like, "No."
No.
You're like, shut up before I beat your ass. You try to get up, you just fucking fall. You get back here, little shit. Motherfucker.
I
Who the fuck do you think you are? Think you could touch a little girl like that?
And
Falsely accused him
then
of
in the
rape.
hospital, my like family was there, and my grandparents were like, "It's okay," and I'm like, "Shut up!" Like,
How did your grandparents live through that? Weren't they like 70?
no, we were driving to them, and I
Oh.
was really irritable.
Leave her old ass grandparents alone.
Who knows? They would have died in the
Fucking
car.
in
if
the
they were
Middle
there.
Ages.
And then like, oh,
Jeremiah,
I
you
had fun.
missed.
What happened? Wait,
So-
re-say everything.
Yeah, reset everything you missed.
Okay,
Just go from
so,
the part where the man tried to rape you.
Wait,
That's not-
what?
Okay, so
Yeah, like we
As I
said,
was sitting,
you missed the best part.
by the car.
You
Like,
get to
and they were
hear
trying
in
to get me out of it.
explicit detail.
And he goes,
Oh,
like, we're trying to get you out, like, like, just chill. And I'm like, get me the fuck out of this car, you bitch. And he was like,
why are you crying?
like, I was like, I don't know what's happening. It's funny.
He's thinking of how bad it was to break a kneecap.
Yeah,
That's gotta be painful, shattering a kneecap.
a fucking knee.
Is your knee like made of metal now?
My knee is
shit, I'm gonna
fucking.
die.
My fucking knee hit my nose and broke it. Like my knee's fucking. Like I don't know how you fucking broke that shit, but it must have hurt.
I was sitting, like, I wasn't sitting regularly in.
Did you fold yourself?
Nah, okay, so I was sitting.
Sorry,
like,
I
put my
had to
legs up.
ask. I didn't want to ask, but I was
Give a
like,
piece
I
of
have
origami.
to. Wait, did you
I was
fold?
sitting. I was sitting,
You
like,
fold? Did
I
you
put
fold
my
yourself so
legs-
much you could suck your own pussy?
Damn.
Like you were just like, hi.
That's not even related to the story.
I was I put my legs, like, cause it was a long drive, and that's why I put my legs on, like, the other side of the car seat, like,
Oh, I
back
thought you
seat.
were gonna say the dashboard. Oh.
No, I was in the back seat,
Legs
behind
are
the
at
driver's
90-degree
seat,
angles.
so I put my legs, like,
Oh my god.
you know, like I put them,
Snap.
like, to the other side of me, like, I was, like, sitting, yeah, it's hard to explain, but yeah. And so when the car hit, my legs were crushed. Yeah, it was all my left stuff, like my left, you know, all that.
So,
And-
you didn't answer my question. Is your knee made of metal now?
I have 2 screws, a plate in my arm,
Fucking Terminator.
and a rod next to my bone to keep it there.
Damn.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
They gotta
That's
keep
hard.
it
Like
there
a
because
robot
it be
now.
swiveling as much as my side hoe.
No, like the knee screws are too long, so like when
A
I'm like
fucking zombie on my roof.
putting like a lot of weight on them, like it starts to hurt like really bad. It's just stuck. It's just stuck.
Ow, fuck.
What the fuck? Am I good?
Serious,
Shit
you haven't
sucks.
told but one story so far.
I've been waiting on everyone
The
else.
mysterious
I'm fine.
woman hasn't said a word, so I'm not surprised that she hasn't told a story, but...
I'm kinda just
Like-
chilling.
Look at it. I hated being crippled. It freaking sucked.
Fucking cripple.
Someone called me that, and I was like, okay. So I went back to school because I was homeschooled for a while. And so I was like, you're crippled. I'm like, thanks.
Oh, bro, what's the
Thanks.
problem?
Thanks
Should've
for
said,
pointing
shut
it
up, I'll
out.
run you over in my
In
wheelchair.
front of
No,
a crippled? Nah.
Actually, we used to date, but he was being a dick,
Fucking
and I was like,
cripple.
Sorry, what?
Shut up, shut up, shut up,
Okay,
shut up.
wait,
Everyone
wait.
shut up, everyone shut up, everyone shut up. Alright, listen, I got text-to-speech on, and someone says they can't sleep, so I need to, like, ask them, like, do you need me to sing you a lullaby? What's wrong, bro?
Can we all sing a lullaby together?
Yes, harmony,
He
bitches.
said, yo, he
Boys,
said yes, Pap.
that's how we should end it.
He said yes, Pap.
That's how I should end my podcast. We all
I
sing
have
a
another
lullaby.
fucking
What lullaby?
story.
Yo, what lullaby do you
Twinkle
want, bro?
Twinkle Little Star, because everyone knows that.
Wait, no, it's gotta be this guy's lullaby, alright? It can't be you. What do you
Twinkle Twinkle Little
Oh,
Star.
it's Josh. Yo, it's Josh. Josh. Alright, Josh. What
Josh, you're
lullaby do you
fucking
want?
gay. Sorry, I had to throw
Oh,
it out
shit.
there.
Twinkle,
Lullaby.
twinkle,
Twinkle,
little
little
nigger.
star.
I'm
Yo,
gonna
it's
whip
gotta
you
be-
till tomorrow. You are little shit. Then get my crops. Kill yourself.
Fucking whore.
Damn,
Dick.
dude. We're just trying to sing a lullaby to end it out.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, because it's been about an hour, so.
Why don't you stream for longer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
Podcasts are
ending it.
fucking hours long. Or
Yeah, but I'm not
hour
ending it.
long.
No, some podcasts go for 2.
I'm
Yeah.
not doing a podcast, bro. I'm
Yeah, I know
doing a
normal
broadcast.
podcasts go for like 6 hours, but I'm not sure I want to go for 6 hours.
Come on. It will be fun.
Do it,
Joshy
pussy
boy, why
nigga.
can't you sleep?
Maybe not 6 hours, but I'll go a little longer, I guess. But what lullaby are we singing?
I don't know.
Any
he has
song
10
by
seconds
X.
to answer.
Josh, you have 10 seconds.
Lost in violence.
He called Alex and
Minecraftcito. What did he say to me? He knows I'll eat his ass. Tell him to go bodies with me. Tell him to run ones with me. Tell him to run ones with
he can
me.
hear you. He can hear you.
Fucking pussy. I can't hear him back. Why aren't you talking? Speak up for yourself.
Damn.
Josh, if you don't, we're gonna sing row, row, row your boat.
Oh, he doesn't care which one we sing. He wants us to pick.
Alright, it's row your boat.
Alright, bet.
Oh,
Alright,
Wait,
y'all
let me
ready?
get in a vote for this. Hold up, look. Oh, and he also said that he'll whoop your ass.
no, he didn't.
He did.
Alright, nope, ignore it, okay. Everyone on the count of 3. Okay.
Wait, I need to get in a boat first.
Are you serious, Jeremiah?
Wait, let me get in that
Yes,
boat
this
with
is
you.
Wait, now that he said that, I need to do that. That's smart.
Yeah,
my
let's all
God.
just get in a boat and just roll around
We
in a
need to
circle.
sing this lullaby for him, then he'll fall asleep.
We just need to roll around in a circle.
Haha, Josh. Haha, I made better friends with your friends. Your friends like me more than you. Haha, fuck
That's
you,
not true,
queer.
Josh.
Damn, calm down.
Love you, Josh.
Be
Me and
humble.
Josh have me and Josh. I fell off my fucking treehouse. I had 2 hearts.
Bushes.
I did. I broke it though. Fuck you, zombie nigga.
Alright, y'all want
Alright,
a
let me
boat?
sing this.
Alright, on the count of 3. 1, 2,
Row, row,
3.
row,
Row,
row, row,
your
row,
boat gently down the stream. Merrily, merrily,
merrily, merrily, merrily.
life is
Joshua's
but a
fucking
dream.
gay.
Yay! Alright.
Fuck you,
okay.
Josh. Go to sleep. I hope you don't wake
Now we-
up.
Chase, go.
Now we gotta
Josh, get the
Now
fuck
we
to
gotta-
sleep, or so help me God appear in your nightmares, bitch.
Now we
I'll
gotta
call your mom
sing
right now, Josh. I'm gonna answer and it'll be like Joshua's fapping to your nudes.
Oh,
Damn!
Yo,
Okay, I like that, I like that.
Oh, fuck.
Keep it in the fucking room. Alright.
That's silent.
Yeah, I'm not really.
Alright, next storyline. What's the next storyline?
Okay, I fell on a
embarrassing
bike.
How you lost your virginity?
Most embarrassing.
Happiest memory.
Still
I don't know.
lost it. But what's
Yeah, I'm still a
most
virgin.
embarrassing moment? Most embarrassing
Oh.
moment.
Most
It's okay.
embarrassing.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay, buddy.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Alright, I got this. Okay, so I was
I'll go
having a
after him.
fucking... I had no sleep the previous night because I was streaming. Okay? And it was a school night, and I didn't go to bed till like, what, 5, 6? And so I was running off of like an hour of sleep, and then I want to say in my 4th period, I was dozing off. And I was able to maintain like staying awake until my 5th period came along, and that was when I was like, oh shit, I gotta take a nap. And so I did all my work, that way I didn't get any fucking bad grades, and I was falling asleep on a table. I have full-blown fucking, I was having some wet-ass dream. I wasn't actually fucking like wetting, but that shit was hot as fuck. And then I was just alive enough, like just awake enough. Yeah, and then I was just awake enough to be able to talk. I was just awake enough to be able to talk during this fucking said dream. And then it got to a point where I was saying nasty ass shit in the middle of fucking class. And then I wake up with everyone fucking staring me down. And then I get like sent up to the fucking principal's office. And I deny everything because I'm like, I didn't do that. I'm not gonna admit to that shit. And then I got fucking,
Really, dude?
I
You just had
got,
a wet dream in the middle of class.
yeah, I got ISS, and I was like, fuck. My parents are gonna
Bro, if
find
you
out
would've
about
admitted
this
to
story.
that shit, they would have literally probably like put rape on your fucking card. And,
Yeah,
you
like
wouldn't be able
if
to
you
do
fucking,
shit.
god damn it, Jeremiah.
I didn't know you were so low in health.
Why else
I was
I'd
just
be
gonna
eating?
play it off that a skeleton shot you, but I didn't know you were so low in health.
In the middle
Like,
of fucking
picture-
day.
Oh,
Anyway.
the next, I guess.
So yeah, basically next day I went into fucking class with everyone like staring me down still, like because obviously I can't blame them. If I fucking knew someone that did that shit, I'd stare them down for the rest of the year. But it was the most embarrassing shit, cause people would like fucking comment on, people would like quote what I said in the dream, and I don't fucking fully remember what I said. So one day someone would go up to me, say some nasty shit, and be like, the fuck did you just say to me? And then I'd be like, oh, damn it.
Oh god.
See, I'm so glad
Damn.
I'm not like that. I'm friends with literally everyone at my school. So if I fuck up, like they'll laugh at me, but I'll just laugh with them, and like I don't know. Like if I did that
I'm used
shit,
to getting laughed at,
everyone
so
would
I just
laugh.
accept it.
Can I tell my story?
Yes.
Alright. I'm going after him.
Most
I'll go after
embarrassing.
Jeremiah.
Uh,
Most embarrassing.
I don't really want to say this.
Share it.
Spill it, bitch.
This man was showed that he had a wet dream in school.
All right, the other guy go first.
Jeremiah?
No.
No, I want to hear this.
I want to hear this as well.
No, I'll go last because this shit's probably gonna take so long. It's a long ass.
No,
It's
fine.
not
I'll
really
go.
a
I'll
long
go then.
ass
I'll go
story.
then. Okay, so I was in first grade. No, it was third grade. I was in third grade. Okay, and I'm in school. I'm just minding my own business. I go to the bathroom. Okay, and when I get up to the urinal, I unzip my pants and I pull them down, but I forget to pull down my underwear. So I pissed my pants, bro. It was a gallon. It was just. And so I was like, why isn't it going into the urinal? I look down, my pants are soaked. My underwear is just soaked. So I go out. We have this, so they had these, hand dryers where you would put your hands in the room and then
You
it
put your
blow some
dick up
air.
there, huh?
But no, what it did was, it was open, so everyone that would walk down the hallway would see it. And I was sitting there, my crotch right up on that air, just blowing on it, bro.
Damn.
And there was just classes just walking by, and I was just like, nothing to see here. And I go back to class, it's the stains just everywhere. And the entire day, I was mortified. I was like, I'm sorry. No.
I remember my story now.
Alright.
I low-key forgot about my story because I was listening.
Alright, well, I'll go next because you took too long. So this is in 5th grade. And, actually, sorry, no, this was in 6th grade, I think. It was either 5th grade or 6th grade, I can't remember exactly. But, one day, I was a growing boy, right? I was getting big. And, my mom had not bought me any new pants or new clothes, for a while, so, like, I was still in the same size. And, I was wearing some tight shorts, bro. And, like, my mom was low-key. No. My mom was low-key about to go buy me some new, like, pants and new shirts, because they were starting to get a little tight. And so, the day that the day before, the day after, she bought me new clothes. But, here's the story. So, we all get in the class just after recess, and I think I dropped like a pencil or something, right? I don't know what I dropped, but I go down and I bend over to go pick something up, and my pants just tear. Bro, luckily I was at the end of the line and no one saw, and it teared directly on like my crack, and like, bro, I was like so embarrassed. I had forgot my jacket that day, right? And so I turned over to my best friend and I'm like, yo, I low-key, like my pants just ripped. And he's like, dude, I got you. And he hands me his jacket, and like I wore that all day, and I made sure that no one saw. Bro,
I bet.
bro, my
Do you have
homie,
plastic spoons?
You plastics. No, but I was so embarrassed because I
still
low-key
laughing
thought,
about
like,
that?
I low-key thought like everyone saw because it was a loud ass tear. Like it was.
I just thought you farted.
They probably did, but even if they did think at that, they would still laugh because my class was like really immature. Oh, thank you, Josh. Right? Yeah, but like, dude, we split up like after 6th grade because I didn't have like a phone at the time, and so I have no contact with him, and it's pretty sad. But
Wait, you're on the phone with fucking Josh?
no, he's commenting on my video.
Oh,
He said, "Wow, that's a homie."
what to say?
What a true homeboy.
This nigga won't get on, but he'll fucking talk in your chat. Okay.
Yeah, wait, Josh, get on.
Alright, dog.
What are you doing?
Dog, what's yours? What's yours?
Okay.
Wait,
So-
guys, just wondering, is anyone down to play Dead by Daylight instead?
Was doing.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's here.
Alright, so I got with this girl. Her name is Marina. She's hot as fuck, and I didn't really have feelings for her. I just wanted to fuck because I'm sick in the head like that. And
Me too.
so we've been going to the bathroom every time in social studies, and we just make out and do shit in the bathroom. And we finally got like we finally started doing intercourse, and I fucking took 20 minutes in the bathroom, and I was just chilling there. I come back to social studies class, and he was like, "What were you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, nothing. I was just I had to take a really big shit." And he's like, "Oh, all right." The next day, I go at the same time, and keep in mind, brothers, this is when I lost my virginity. So I got my dick sucked that day. Holy shit, my man, I was shaking. She was a pro at that shit, but I was just fucking like I sounded like I was getting electrocuted. I was shaking, and she was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "Nothing." And then that's not even the worst part. And she was like, "Let me know if the coast is clear." And I go out, I check the hallway, and I was like, "Yeah, coast is clear." And we started walking, I was like, "Bye." I turn around, this nigga's just chilling at the end of the fucking hallway door. And I was just like, "Oh." And I was like, "Mr. McEvers." And he was like, "So, you want to tell me what's going on?" And me and my social studies teacher are pretty fucking chill. Like, my friend Jonathan posted a picture of me naked on his Instagram, and he fucking liked the picture.
No,
Like,
that's perverted. That's perverted.
That's called illegal.
Your social studies teacher?
My fucking social studies teacher.
Like as fast as you can. You need to get away from that man. Put a restraining
Well, I mean,
order.
it's not his
I got a
fault.
question for you.
It's not the one. It's not like he was asking for it. He just fucking was scrolling through his Instagram and fucking saw it.
Yeah, but you don't like it. You just like it.
That's the
No,
thing, though.
you
I'm
just-
chill with
just
my
keep
social
scrolling.
studies teacher like that.
Now,
Was
is
it a
there
male
any
or a
way I
female?
can get a hold of this image?
No. Well, my friend Jonathan has. Actually, I have it, but
Yeah, you're gonna want to send that to me.
God dang it.
But I went back to class, and like everyone in the class knows me and they like me and shit. They're like, "Alex, what took you so long?" And like my friend Gavin and Max, like they're my best homies, and they were like, "Alex, what happened?" Or no. Everyone else was asking what happened. They both look at me, and you know when you put your hand up in like a circular motion and you like put it in your mouth, and like you put it like in front of your mouth, like you're sucking dick.
Oh my god.
That they both just started doing that, and I was just like, I just fucking shook my head and I was laughing, and like, oh my fucking god, fucking Phantom, I hate you. Oh my god.
I thought you were still telling the story. I was like, wait a second,
What
wait.
was I told? What just happened?
And then, fucking, I sat down, and this is literally my last day, because I got suspended the last 3 days for like some fucking stupid shit I don't want to talk about. Fucking retarded. And I basically, it was like 3 minutes before the bell rang, and I was just like, okay, and I was like, I hope he doesn't say anything. I don't want anyone to make conversation with me. I just got my dick sucked, and I was just thinking in my head, I was like, I hope she doesn't think my dick is small. Like, I was like, I hope it was good the whole time. And then I met her in the other hallway, and she was like, was that fun? And I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And it's just, you know what's funny?
What?
I broke up with her 2 days after that.
Why?
Bitch got on my nerves.
Bro, you could have taken that to the next level.
I went to the max level I wanted. I had sexual intercourse and my pee-pee got sucked. I didn't want nothing else to do with her.
Yeah, bro, Alex is a man.
Alex is a man.
Bro, I'm so pissed. I think I already told you niggas this, but my girl's on her period.
Yeah. I'm gonna hop on Dead by
Fuck you.
Daylight. Is anyone joining me?
I mean, I guess.
Alright.
I don't know if it's but I'm still podcasting.
Yeah, you're still doing your thing.